Daily Horoscope for Cáncer, May 30, 2025. As the delicate light of dawn breaks on this late spring day, Cáncer, you'll feel a distinct shift in the cosmic energies surrounding you. The moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Neptune in Pisces, creating a day of heightened intuition and emotional sensitivity. This is not a day to ignore your inner voice. It speaks with particular clarity today. The sun, continuing its journey through Gemini, illuminates your 12th house of subconscious patterns and hidden realms. This creates an interesting dynamic where you may find yourself processing emotions that have been buried for some time. Dreams from the previous night might carry significant messages, so take a moment upon waking to record any vivid imagery or feelings that lingered. Mercury, positioned in your sign, grants you exceptional communicative abilities today. Your words carry weight and emotional resonance that others find compelling. If you've been waiting to have a heart-to-heart conversation with someone important, the universe is creating ideal conditions for authentic expression. The depth of your emotional intelligence will be your greatest asset in navigating any challenging dialogues. Venus and Mars dance in a creative configuration today, bringing an intriguing energy to your romantic life. For those in relationships, there's a beautiful opportunity to deepen your connection through shared creative activities or simply spending quality time in a peaceful setting near water, your natural element. Single Cancers might find themselves attracted to someone who appreciates their nurturing nature while still respecting their need for emotional security. In your professional sphere, Jupiter's position suggests unexpected opportunities may arrive through networking connections. A conversation that seems casual could actually open doors to advancement, particularly in fields related to healthcare, nutrition, history, or emotional well-being, all areas where your natural Cancer talents shine brightest. Keep your antenna up for subtle hints or offers that could develop into something substantial. Financially, the day carries a cautious but positive energy. Saturn's influence encourages disciplined approaches to your resources. This isn't a day for impulsive purchases, but rather thoughtful consideration of long-term security. A financial decision you make today, especially one related to home or family, has the potential to provide stability for years to come. Your physical vitality is closely tied to your emotional well-being today. The lunar influence heightens your connection to your body's needs. Pay particular attention to your digestive system and chest area, both traditionally sensitive for Cancer natives. Hydration is especially important, as is taking moments throughout the day for emotional check-ins. A gentle form of movement near water would be particularly beneficial, perhaps a walk along a shoreline or a relaxing bath infused with sea salts to draw out tensions. Your home environment deserves special attention today. Small adjustments to your living space could have significant effects on your mood and energy levels. Consider introducing elements that speak to your water nature, perhaps a small fountain, blue and silver accents, or photographs of favorite water scenes. The energy you put into creating harmony in your personal space will ripple outward, affecting all areas of your life. Relationships with family members, particularly maternal figures or children, take on special significance today. You may find yourself reflecting on family patterns or ancestral connections. There's healing potential in these reflections, especially if you've been carrying unresolved emotions related to your family history. The Neptune influence supports forgiveness and understanding across generational divides. Creatively, you're experiencing a subtle but meaningful renaissance. Ideas that have been gestating in your subconscious are ready to emerge. Keep a journal close at hand, as insights may arrive in waves throughout the day. Your natural ability to channel emotion into creative expression is heightened, making this an excellent day for artistic pursuits, especially those involving photography, poetry, or music. As the day progresses, the moon forms a significant aspect with Pluto, suggesting that a transformation is occurring at a deep level. This isn't necessarily dramatic or obvious to others, but you'll feel the shift internally. Old emotional patterns that have limited you are ready to be released, making space for more authentic self-expression. Your intuitive gifts are particularly strong today. Pay attention to gut feelings about people or situations. Your subconscious is processing information that your conscious mind might miss. This heightened perception can be especially valuable in navigating complex social dynamics or making decisions where not all factors are obvious. Your lucky number today is 2, reflecting your natural duality and the partnerships that support your growth. Silver and pale blue are your power colors, enhancing your connection to your ruling moon. Moonstone or pearl jewelry can help amplify the positive lunar energies surrounding you. As evening approaches, set aside time for reflection. The day's energies support journaling, meditation, or simply quiet contemplation. The insights gained during these moments of stillness could prove invaluable in the days ahead. Remember, dear Cancer, that your sensitivity is not a weakness but your greatest strength. Today's celestial configuration celebrates this essential truth about your nature. By honoring your emotional wisdom and intuitive knowing, you align yourself with the cosmic currents that seek to guide you toward your highest expression. As the stars continue their eternal dance across the heavens, they whisper a simple truth. Your capacity to feel deeply is what allows you to connect profoundly. And today, that connection, to yourself, to others, and to the universe itself, is the greatest gift you can both receive and offer. May 30, 2025 presents a fascinating planetary landscape for those born under the nurturing sign of Cancer. As we examine the celestial bodies and their positions today, we see a complex interplay of energies that will significantly impact your emotional landscape and personal development. The Sun continues its journey through intellectual Gemini, creating an interesting tension with your water-ruled nature. This position activates your 12th house of subconsciousness and hidden realms, making this a deeply introspective period. You may find yourself processing emotions and insights that have been lurking beneath the surface, preparing for your upcoming solar return. Dreams could be especially vivid during this time, containing important symbolic messages worth recording upon waking. The Sun in this position encourages a period of preparation and inner work before your birthday season begins. The Moon, your ruling celestial body, transitions through analytical Virgo today, forming a trine aspect to other water signs while creating a productive sextile to the Gemini Sun. This lunar position heightens your natural intuition while adding a practical, discerning quality to your emotional responses. You'll likely feel a strong urge to organize your emotional world and create systems that support your well-being. The Moon-Pluto trine that forms in the afternoon hours deepens your emotional awareness, possibly bringing powerful realizations about family dynamics or your domestic situation. This is an excellent day for emotional housekeeping and addressing any lingering feelings that require resolution. Mercury, the planet of communication and thought, is positioned in your own sign of Cancer today, bringing clarity and emotional intelligence to your self-expression. With Mercury forming a favorable aspect to Neptune in Aries, your words carry unusual persuasive power, especially in professional settings. Ideas that combine innovation with emotional intelligence gain significant traction. This is an excellent day for important conversations, especially those requiring empathy and understanding. You may find yourself naturally mediating disputes or helping others understand complex emotional situations. Venus graces your 12th house in Gemini, creating a somewhat elusive but magical energy around love and relationships. This placement suggests that behind-the-scenes developments in your romantic life could be occurring, with connections forming on spiritual or psychic levels before manifesting in the physical world. For those already in relationships, this position encourages compassion and unconditional love. There's a dreamy quality to your affections today, making artistic pursuits particularly fulfilling. Creative inspiration flows easily, especially if you can find moments of solitude to connect with your muse. Mars energizes your 2nd house in Leo, activating financial matters and questions of self-worth. This creates a dynamic, but potentially challenging energy around resources. The square it forms with Saturn in Pisces suggests possible friction between your immediate financial desires and long-term security needs. Remain vigilant about impulsive spending today, as the temptation to make status-driven purchases could be strong. However, this same energy can be channeled productively into revenue-generating activities and assertive negotiations regarding compensation or rates if you're self-employed. Jupiter, recently having entered Gemini, illuminates your 12th house of spirituality and subconscious patterns. This significant transit, which will influence you for nearly a year, begins activating deeper psychological healing and spiritual expansion. Today's aspect between Jupiter and Uranus creates sudden flashes of insight about patterns that have limited your growth. Pay attention to unexpected connections you make between past experiences and current circumstances. This Jupiter placement is preparing you for a major period of personal growth that will fully blossom when it enters your sign next year. Saturn continues its methodical journey through Pisces, forming a supportive trine to your Cancer sun. This placement in your 9th house of higher learning and exploration brings structure to your philosophical outlook and educational pursuits. You may feel called to formalize studies or commit to a spiritual practice that provides both freedom and discipline. Saturn's influence today helps you establish meaningful boundaries in areas where you've previously struggled with limits. Though the work may feel challenging, the foundations you're building now will support expansive growth in the coming years. Uranus in Taurus continues its revolutionary journey through your 11th house of community and future vision. Today, it forms a dynamic aspect with the moon, potentially bringing surprising emotional reactions to group situations or friendship dynamics. You might suddenly recognize the need to redefine certain social connections or community roles. This position encourages authentic self-expression within collective environments, though it may momentarily disrupt your sense of belonging. Trust that any social realignments happening now are guiding you toward tribes that truly honor your evolving identity. Neptune in Aries activates your 10th house of career and public reputation, casting both inspiration and some confusion over your professional path. Today's sextile with Mercury in Cancer helps you articulate visionary ideas that combine intuition with practicality. This is an excellent day for creative problem-solving in your career, particularly for projects requiring both analytical thinking and imaginative approaches. The nebulous quality of Neptune may make concrete planning challenging, but trust that the vision forming now will gradually solidify into achievable goals. Pluto, continuing its transformative journey through Aquarius in your 8th house of shared resources and intimate bonds, forms a challenging aspect with Mars today. This could trigger power dynamics in financial arrangements or close relationships. Be mindful of controlling tendencies that might emerge from deep-seated insecurities. This planetary position invites you to examine how you share power, resources, and vulnerability with others. Though potentially uncomfortable, the awareness gained today can lead to profound healing of trust issues that have influenced your closest connections. The North Node in Aries forms significant aspects with both your natal Cancer placements and the transiting planets, highlighting your 10th house of career and public recognition. This nodal alignment suggests that embracing leadership roles and stepping more confidently into public visibility aligns with your soul's current evolutionary path. Despite your natural tendency toward privacy, today's planetary positions encourage you to share your unique perspectives and emotional wisdom with wider audiences. Chiron, the wounded healer, currently transiting through Aries in your 10th house, forms a productive sextile with Mercury in your sign today. This creates an opening to transform professional wounds into wisdom that benefits others. Your natural empathy combined with lived experience makes you an effective mentor. Consider how past disappointments or setbacks in your career have equipped you with valuable insights that can now guide others facing similar challenges. The vulnerability you show today in professional settings doesn't diminish your authority, it enhances it. For Cancer on May 30, 2025, the communication landscape presents a fascinating mix of intuitive insight and verbal precision. Mercury, positioned in the early degrees of Gemini, creates an interesting dynamic for your natural water-based communication style. This placement activates your third house of communication, bringing a quickening to your thought processes and verbal exchanges. The moon, your ruling celestial body, will be waning in Pisces that day, creating a powerful water trine with your sun sign. This alignment amplifies your emotional intelligence and receptivity to unspoken cues. You'll likely find yourself finishing others' sentences or understanding what they need before they've fully articulated it. This intuitive edge gives you a distinct advantage in negotiations and heart-to-heart conversations. Venus in Cancer on this day brings a particularly sweet quality to your expression. Your words carry more warmth and authenticity, making it an excellent day for mending fences or expressing affection that you've been hesitant to verbalize. The Venus influence softens your delivery, even when discussing difficult topics. Mars, positioned in Taurus, creates a stabilizing sextile to your sign, providing the backbone to stand behind your words with quiet confidence. You won't need to raise your voice to be taken seriously today. Instead, the measured pace of your speech will command attention and respect. Jupiter, still in Virgo, forms a helpful aspect that enhances your ability to organize your thoughts and communicate detailed information. This is particularly beneficial if you need to give instructions, teach something complex, or explain intricate emotional nuances to someone who processes information differently than you do. Neptune's position in Aries creates an interesting square to your sign, which could occasionally cloud clear communication. Watch for moments where you might project your own feelings onto others' words. Ask clarifying questions rather than assuming you know what someone means. Pluto's transformative energy, still working through late Aquarius, touches your 8th house of deep sharing. This might prompt revelations or confessions that have been long buried. Your words today have the power to transform relationships, so choose them with care and compassion. Saturn in Pisces brings a structured approach to your empathic nature. You'll find yourself able to set needed boundaries in conversations without feeling guilty. This planetary position helps you distinguish between being supportive and taking on others' emotional burdens through your communication. The North Node in late Pisces encourages you to develop your psychic and intuitive communication abilities. Pay attention to the feelings behind the words today, both yours and others. Your evolutionary path involves learning to trust these subtle cues as valid forms of information exchange. For written expression, today offers particular clarity. If you journal, write professionally, or need to compose important emails or messages, the morning hours between 9 a.m. and noon provide a window of exceptional mental clarity. Your words flow naturally during this period, with fewer revisions needed. In group settings, you may notice yourself taking on the role of emotional translator, helping others understand perspectives they've been missing. Your natural Cancer empathy, amplified by the day's celestial configurations, allows you to bridge communication gaps between conflicting parties. Digital communication receives a boost from Uranus in Gemini, making this an excellent day for virtual meetings, social media engagement, or recording content. Your authentic voice comes through even in text-based exchanges, helping you connect meaningfully despite physical distance. For those in creative fields, the day's energy supports artistic expression that draws from your emotional depths. Music, poetry, or visual arts serve as powerful communication channels, possibly more effective than direct conversation for expressing your most complex feelings. Watch for a tendency toward passive communication around 3 p.m. when the moon forms a challenging aspect. You might find yourself hinting rather than stating needs directly during this window. Self-awareness will help you adjust your approach if you catch yourself being too subtle. Romance-related conversations benefit from the Venus-Moon harmony, creating an atmosphere where vulnerability feels safer than usual. If you've been waiting for the right moment to express deeper feelings, the evening hours provide supportive cosmic conditions. In professional communications, your natural nurturing style receives support from the planetary positions, allowing you to lead with empathy without sacrificing authority. Colleagues and supervisors will respond positively to your balanced approach. Family communications may trigger old patterns early in the day, but Jupiter's influence helps you navigate these dynamics with new wisdom. You're able to hear criticism without immediately taking it personally, creating space for more productive exchanges with relatives. For Cancers working with writing, teaching, or public speaking, your words carry exceptional emotional resonance today. Audiences will feel your authenticity, creating stronger connections through your shared vulnerability. Pay special attention to nonverbal cues around 7 p.m. when Mercury forms a minor aspect to Neptune. This temporary alignment might create small misunderstandings if you rely solely on words. Incorporate gesture, tone, and timing to ensure your complete message is received as intended. The day closes with a communication opportunity around 10 p.m. when the moon aspects Jupiter, opening a window for meaningful connection with someone important. This conversation could reveal insights about a relationship that proves valuable in the coming weeks. Overall, May 30th offers Cancer a day of enhanced communication abilities, particularly in emotional intelligence and intuitive understanding. Trust your natural gifts while remaining mindful of the few challenging aspects that call for extra clarity. Your words today can heal, inspire, and transform. Choose them with the care and compassion that defines your sign at its best. On May 30, 2025, the cosmic financial landscape offers Cancer natives unique opportunities for economic growth and stability. With Venus forming a trine to your ruling moon, your financial intuition is particularly heightened today. This is not merely about logical decisions, but about feeling which investments and money moves resonate with your deeper sense of security. Jupiter's position in your 11th house of networks and future goals suggests unexpected financial opportunities arriving through your social connections. A colleague or friend may introduce you to an investment opportunity that aligns perfectly with your long-term security needs. Pay particular attention to conversations that seem casual but mention financial ventures. The moon's placement in your resource sector forms a harmonious aspect with Mercury, enhancing your ability to articulate your financial needs and negotiate effectively. If you've been considering asking for a raise or renegotiating payment terms, today's energy supports these conversations with a natural eloquence that doesn't sacrifice your emotional intelligence. Saturn's influence brings a mature, disciplined approach to your finances today. You're seeing the value in structured savings and investment plans rather than quick gains. This is an excellent day to review retirement accounts, establish automatic savings transfers, or consult with financial planners who specialize in long-term wealth building. An interesting aspect between Neptune and your sector of shared resources suggests potential gains through creative collaborations. Financial partnerships that involve arts, healing modalities, or compassionate services are especially favored. Your natural nurturing qualities can translate into profitable ventures that also fulfill your need to care for others. Pay attention to financial information that arrives around midday when the moon aspects Jupiter. What might initially seem like a small opportunity could have significant growth potential. Your intuitive Cancer nature will sense which prospects deserve your attention. Trust that inner knowing. Financially speaking, water sign energy supports flow today. Money may come from unexpected sources, particularly those connected to water industries, food service, property, or emotional support services. Your career house receives beneficial aspects from financial planets, suggesting that professional recognition could directly translate to monetary rewards. A word of caution: with Mercury forming a challenging aspect to Neptune, Ensure all financial documentation is thoroughly reviewed. Your natural Cancer tendency to trust may need balancing with practical verification. Ask questions about the fine print and don't rush financial decisions that feel uncertain. The day's energy particularly supports investments related to home, family, and emotional security, all Cancer domains. Property investments, family businesses, or ventures that provide essential services to families and communities carry special potential for long-term returns. Lunar aspects later in the day enhance your money manifestation abilities. Set intentions around wealth with specificity. Your emotional connection to financial goals actually strengthens their manifestation potential today. Visualize not just the numbers in your account, but the feeling of security and nurturing ability that increased resources would provide. The fixed star Sirius aligns with your financial sector today, bringing potential for unexpected windfalls or recognition for past financial decisions that are now bearing fruit. An investment or saving strategy you implemented months ago may suddenly show promising returns. Cancer's financial intelligence combines emotion with practicality, and today this blend operates at peak potential. Trust your gut feelings about money matters, while simultaneously gathering concrete data to support your decisions. This balanced approach will serve you particularly well as you navigate the promising financial waters of May 30, 2025. For Cancer on May 30, 2025, the stars align to create several distinct areas of good fortune in your life. With the moon, your ruling celestial body, forming a harmonious trine aspect with Jupiter in Gemini, your intuitive abilities are heightened to an exceptional degree. This powerful connection opens doorways to your subconscious mind, making this an extraordinarily fortunate day for meditation, dream work, and accessing your inner wisdom. Trust those gut feelings that seem to come from nowhere, their cosmic gifts guiding you toward prosperity. The Venus-Neptune sextile, active on this day, creates a beautiful energy stream flowing directly into your 10th house of career and public recognition. This indicates unexpected opportunities arriving through creative pursuits and artistic collaborations. Your natural empathy becomes your greatest professional asset today, potentially catching the attention of someone in a position of authority who resonates with your compassionate approach. Financial fortunate areas stem from Mercury's position in your 12th house, forming a supportive aspect to Pluto in your 8th house. This cosmic configuration suggests hidden resources becoming available to you, perhaps through a forgotten investment, an inheritance matter progressing favorably, or a debt being forgiven. Pay special attention to information that comes through unconventional channels. A overheard conversation or a seemingly random piece of advice could lead to financial gain. Your home environment becomes a particularly fortunate zone, with Mars activating your 4th house of domestic affairs. Property matters, family business opportunities, and home-based projects receive powerful cosmic support. If you've been considering renovations, real estate investments, or creating a home office space, today's energy provides both the inspiration and practical momentum to make these endeavors successful. Relationships with siblings, neighbors, and extended family members also fall under fortunate areas today. Saturn's stabilizing influence in your 3rd house creates opportunities for meaningful conversations that strengthen bonds and potentially open doors to new opportunities through these connections.